Hi everyone, it's Jeannie again. A long time no video, and today I'm going to do kind of a cross stitch. So this is a floss tube, but a cross stitch catch up. I am behind. I got behind on Whip Go. I'm doing Whip Go this year. If you're not familiar with what Whip Go is, check out Jessie Marie Does Stuff. It's a year-long kind of stitch challenge that I have been doing, and I really did pretty well through the last 3 months or so, and now I am kind of playing catch up here at the end of the year. But I wanted to start out with a finish, and I'm gonna have to show you a picture of it because I already gifted it. So I'm getting into my phone here, and this was my Lizzie Kate. See if I can make it a little bit bigger for you. My Lizzie Kate Faith, Hope, and Love that I did as a wedding gift for my niece for her wedding, and you can hopefully see the framing there. And I did the words in the center are done in kind of an eggplant purple color, and it's a color in cotton, I think, called Witch's Brew. And then so I did a same thing, kind of an eggplant colored matte, and then did a cream kind of hobnail frame on it, and it does have glass on it and stuff. So I did already gift. They got married at the end of October, so we went to Texas and got that in there. But it turned out. I'm sorry about the glare. But it turned out really pretty, and I did make some changes in this with the colors. I also put their initials in and the year. But otherwise I used, and you can go back to my older videos if you want to see specifically what I did, or feel free to leave me a question in the comment. But that was a finish that I had. And then I think I'll just jump in and show you what I did accomplish, because I think I quit. I think my last video was maybe in June. So, so the next things I'm going to show you, I'm not sure which month they were drawn, but I'm just going to show you what I did for Whip Go when I was keeping up but not making videos. And then I'll show you what I need to kind of catch up on, which I'm going to try to at least, I don't know that I'll get my goals done, but I want to at least touch before the end of the year, so I've got lots of stitching to do in December. So yeah, so I did, my Blue Fairy got called. And here she is. This is a realist kit that oops, sorry, it looks like. I'm going to try to scoot over just a little bit. I got the sun coming in with a weird glare. All right, and so this is the realist Blue Fairy. And I did work on her. And most of my goals, you guys, for my Whip Go were to work 3 hours on a project. And so I did. And I don't think I did. I don't think I got 3 hours in on her, but I'm trying to. I think I'm going to color complete on this one. So I did work a little bit in her skirt there, and I did swap out the fabric from the 14 count Aida. This is 28 count. Oh, I can't remember. I have it on here somewhere, but I don't know where it is. But it's a Picture This Plus. I want to say Sprite, maybe. It's kind of a purpley pink color. So I did work on her just a little bit. I think that was maybe in July, but I'm not sure. I also, one of my calls was to spin my wheel. I do have a Tiny Decisions app wheel, and my this Dimensions kit called Meow got called, and so I worked on it for like I said, I don't know if I got the 3 hours in, but I also did change out the fabric on this one. It came again with 14 count white Aida. I subbed it out for 14 count Monster Mash Aida. This is also Picture This Plus, and I'm also working this one from top down. Well, except for I haven't put the meow in yet, but I started with the cat, and I think this is going to look, especially when I start to get the eyes in there, would look really good on the green. So, and if you haven't seen Monster Mash before, it's kind of a Halloween dull lime green with some gray in it. So, so I worked on that. when that got called. Like I said, this wasn't officially on my whip go board, but it was on my wheel. So when I spun the wheel, I got that got called. I also am working on a Dimensions stocking, a couple of them, and this one got called in one of the summer months, and that is the snow bear stocking. And so I worked just a little bit on this one, and let's see, so I'm working right around in here and trying to, and I think that's what I did is I worked up. I'm trying to get these birch trees done and get up to the top of the stocking, and so I believe this is the part that I did, and I didn't get that cardinal back stitched, but I did work on that. So that was one of the things that was called. And then I worked, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep these with their project bag. And then I also got another one that got called in the summer was Dragon Girl. And this one is very confetti heavy, and I have said I know that Joy Sunday doesn't, this I don't think is licensed, so I'm not going to buy it. Well, I said I wasn't going to buy any more Joy Sunday kits, and then I accidentally did, and I'll show you that when I show you my haul. But anyway, but I did work on her, and this I also subbed out the fabric for, and this one is Meadow. I believe this is Fabrics by Stephanie, and I think I went a little smaller on the count. So, and I'm just working on her. Let me fold this in a little bit so I can get it in the camera. But I'm working on the girl, and I believe that's her knee. So I did start, I'm mostly a middle starter. So that's the skin on her knee right around in here. So I didn't get very far on it, a few stitches. This one is pretty confetti heavy, but, and this was a Mania start a few years ago, and which I hadn't touched in a few years. So my goal for Whip Go this year was I was trying to touch about everything. So worked on that one. And then I also, my Realist Wave also got called, and it got called a second. It was on my board twice, and it got called a second, or got called a second time, or will be called again in December, but I don't think I'm going to work on it again. And again, I'll show you why in the video, but this is the Realist, the Wave pattern. This is a full coverage pattern that my husband got me for Mother's Day one year. And this is where I am. Oops, upside down. So, and I worked, and I'm kind of doing Stitchin' Mommy's sort of typewriter method, because I had a lot of this page kind of randomly parts of it, so I decided to start using the highest empty stitch and then working the color down through. So that's what I did with that one. So, and I do love this one. Every time I work on this one, I want to keep working on it, but this is my first full coverage piece. I got plans to do another one, but so that, I think, you guys, was everything that I didn't show you in the months that I didn't do videos. And then now let me show you the ones I still need to work on, or the ones I got behind on, and what I've done on those. One of them was my my Dragon Dreams Dragon of the Deeps, and my goal for this one was to get the top border done, and you guys, I'm really close. So you can see, I think the last time you saw this, I had the edges here done, the corners, and I had started on the really pretty Karen Water Lily silk in the wave, and now I'm adding in the Kryneck. So this little section will show you, this is really super sparkly. Tons of Kryneck. So this navy blue is Kryneck, this light blue is Kryneck, and so is the lime green. So this is going to be a really pretty border, and it's pretty involved, you can see on the pattern. So the border is much more involved, I think, than the main image. But yeah. So so I worked on it, and I'm currently working on this. I'm really close to having that done. The only thing I'm not finishing, you guys, is the beads. There is a row of beads inside this Kryneck, And I haven't done it yet because I haven't decided. I've been stitching this one in hand, but I'm really not feeling it. I don't know what it is. Just haven't been really enjoying stitching in hand all that much. So I'm probably going to put it on a Q-snap or a frame. I actually did buy some of those Norgay frames, which I want to try, so I might put it in that. But so that's why I haven't done any of it. That's one thing, I haven't done the beading, and I'm not going to do the beading because if I decide I want to put it in a frame, I didn't want the beads to interfere. So anyway, so this is what I've been currently working on, besides one other thing I'll show you. And then the ones, you guys, I have left that I haven't touched this year, but that have been called in the last, like, since I guess it was August, September, and October maybe, or I'm not really sure. But anyway, one is this. This is my, gosh, let me find it in here. It's part of the Irish Blessing, and I know there's a picture of it in here. And this is a really old Stony Creek book, but this is the one that I'm doing. And of course, I'm not going to finish it like the 80s and 90s here, but I do love its mushrooms and dandelions and bluebells, or whatever those flowers are, which I do love, and I love the colors of it. So I haven't changed anything, and this is a portion of the Irish Blessing there. And you guys, I haven't touched this one. This was like the second thing I started when I got back into cross stitch, and I don't think I've touched it since then. And I remember thinking, boy, this is awfully confetti heavy. And now I don't think, once I get back to it, I don't think it's going to be that bad. Because, you know, I've done a lot more confetti heavy projects since then, but this is where I am on it. And as Stony Creek it is, there's lots of color changes and lots of back stitching and stuff, but that is where I am. And I haven't touched this one in a couple of years, so I want to work on that one before the end of the year. So it's not very big either, so so that's one I'd like to get to. You can see it's been in a drawer, so all of my rolls are kind of squished. I need to probably get some tubes like Stitch Mommy has. Another one that's been called that I haven't worked on yet this year is this Dimensions Ornament Kit. And I've only started one of them, this one right here, and I think I maybe started this one and I think all these are really cute for like a Santa type challenge, but this is where I am on it. And I am doing this one in hand. I don't mind doing the little ones in hand, so I need to get moving on this. I really don't think I'm going to stitch the border on this. I think I'm just going to do the scene in the middle with the red back stitching, and I don't think, because this is all, well, maybe that light blue isn't stitched. I can't remember. I'd have to look at it, but I don't think I'm going to stitch it, because I think this is going to be big enough for an ornament without the border. So, and clearly I haven't done any of the back stitching yet, but I'm looking forward to getting to that little bluebird. I think he's really cute. So, so yeah, so this one I haven't touched yet this year, but it has been called. Another thing that was called was I had a box on my Whip Go that was for a new start, and so when I was going to start this, I want to say maybe this was going to be for my birthday in July. That might be when I called it, but I did not. I did get it kind of like kitted up how I like to organize the thread and everything, but I never did start it. So. But I was going to start this one. It's called Wild Horse by Dimensions, and it's a regular Dimensions, not a gold. But I've been on a horse kick. If you can watch some of my last videos, you'll know. I have been on a horse kick with just being interested in all things horses, so I wanted to do a horse pattern, so this is the one I decided to start. And really the only thing, like I said, I haven't even put a stitch in this, and I was going to switch out the fabric, but the fabric is actually printed. This blue modeling that you see is actually on the Ada, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. But one of the things I like to do, and I don't know where I saw this tip, but I didn't come up with it, is I like to take the floss off the organizer and punch holes in it and do it like this. So I did get that ready to go. There's a couple of extra links of some of the grays and whites, since it's a gray and white horse, but I did get that done and got it in a project bag. and stuff, but I haven't, like I said, I've not put a stitch in it yet. So I need to do that. So I may go ahead and get that one started. And then the last one that was on my whip board that's been called that I haven't touched yet is the "'Tis the Season," and this was a stitch along a few years ago. It's from Blackbird Designs, the Home for the Holidays book, and it is the cardinal. And I'm doing this on Jade. Picture This Plus. It is on Ada. This is Jade. Picture This Plus Ada. And I'm doing it, which way does it go? I think it goes, no, I think it goes this way. So I usually have my needle minders at the top, and I am doing this one in the silks. And I know you can't really see the white. It's kind of like an off-white on here. You can't really see it, but I was okay with that because I guess I would prefer it not to be super Christmassy, but I do love the silks though. And so this one needs, and I guess I can show you the full pattern. That's just a portion of it on the back. This one's hard to show though because it's, let's see, I can do this without showing the pattern here. I'm sorry you guys, I'm not very good at this, but there. That's what it looks like when it's done. So, and so I'm doing it in all the silks, and I haven't decided if I'm going to do the, it's in French, and I might do it in French. I took French in high school, so I might, but there is a conversion to make it in English, which says "'Tis the Season." So, anyway, so I have not touched that one this year. But yeah, I'd like to work on it. Now that we're getting into Christmas season, I am kind of excited to work on both this one and that little Santa ornament. So that is kind of an update on WhipGo and how far behind I am and all of that. You guys, I'm sorry, the sun is moving. Let me move my thing. So, and I'm on my guest bed, so trying to give myself some room here. But yeah, so what has been taking up most of my time? Well, I've been doing, as many of us Flosstubers have been, I've got into doing, last year when I refurbished my family's stockings, I got into doing some felt kits. And so I've been working on a stocking kit for my cats. And I actually did have another, I did add these working on the felt projects onto my WhipGo board, and I was supposed to do some felt ornaments and things like that, but every time that came up, I decided I wanted to finish the stocking before Christmas, and I'm getting really close, you guys, so let me show you where I am on it, and I'll get to my haul here in a minute. So if you're not into felt, I will get there, because I have a lot of cross-stitch haul, but anyway, so this is the one I'm making. It's called Kitty Treat. And this is where I am on it. I almost have the whole top done. So and these are really pretty. If you haven't seen them, they're 3D. So they use like stuffing and sequins. I don't know if you can see how sparkly that is. This one has the cat's name on it. I have 3 cats, so I just freehand did Meow. And I also I did change it up a little bit because I used a chain stitch for I think it called for a stem stitch or something, but I did a chain stitch for where it says Meow, and then the rest of this is outline stitch. And this one, you guys, if you're interested in trying one of these felt stockings, this is a good one to start with. They have a dog one too, and this is a really good one to start with because it doesn't have very many steps and the stitching is very straightforward. I'm not an embroidery person, I'm just learning, so but anyway, this one's not too intimidating. It doesn't have too many steps to it. So but I need to finish there. As you can see, I need to get the holly down below this little strip and then get the bows on, and then I will be ready to sew it together. So I'm going to really try to finish this before Christmas so we can use it this year during Christmas. So, and that's been really fun, and so I've been spending a lot of time working on this, trying to get it done so we can use it for this Christmas. So that, I think, is everything for my Whip Go that I've been doing. Let me grab haul. Now, if you've been watching my videos, you know that I said I was trying not to buy this year. And I did really good for about 7 months. And then and this seems like a lot, you guys, because it's been over the course of the last, oh gosh, 5 or 6 months. But I have bought a few things. So let me show you. It's kind of in a pile over here. So if you don't like haul, you guys feel free to tune out now. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate all of my subscribers. And I know I have a lot of paper crafters, and I haven't done a paper crafting video in a long time, but I am finishing up a project that's a Christmas gift. So I intend to do a paper crafting video very soon, in the next few weeks. But I have purchased a few things, and so one of the things I got was I wanted to do one of the Nora Corbett witches, and I just love this one. I love her body language. So I did go ahead, and it's called Witching Hour, and she's drinking something, a cup of coffee or whatever. It's got a really cute cat in it, and books, and an owl. And so I got this pattern, and I did get the beads to go with it too. I think it's mostly DMC, so I didn't buy any threads yet. Then I got another Bothy Threads kit. I have one other one that I haven't started yet, but I do love these Brendel designs, and so I did. And again, I'm into horses, especially draft horses, the big ones that pull carriages and stuff. So I saw this one, and I just had to get it, so I got that one. Then I also got this Dimensions Needlecraft. I just really like the aesthetic of this one. I like the color of the Ada, and I just liked it. So I went ahead and got it. This goes along, looks really nice with the, this one's called Forest Folklore. And there's one that is like Scandinavian Christmas that I got. That's also a smaller Dimensions kit. It's in my kit parade if you want to see it. But I went ahead and got this as kind of a companion piece, so I got that. Then, you guys, here are my accidental Joy Sundays. I bought these on Amazon, and they did not say they were Joy Sunday. It was a different company name, and then when they came, this is what they are. So I'm concerned that these probably are not licensed. I don't know if you know anything about who designed these. I would love to know, because what I've been trying to do, what I did with the Dragon Girl pattern, and what I've been trying to do with the ones that I had that I didn't realize were unlicensed when I bought them, is go back to the designer and actually buy the pattern, even though I have the kit. So so I will do that. If anybody knows who designed these, I would love to know. But I did get the series of these. I'm probably going to change out the Ada, but this one is my favorite, the orange cat with the blue flowers. I think that's just so, I just love the colors of it. Can't really see into these kits, but, and then I got this one. This is Follow Me 1. I guess that one was Follow Me 2. And, yep, with the tabby cats. And then this one, Follow Me 3, with the poppies. So, so I got those while I was on a tear one day, and got those, and then, but like I said, it wasn't from the Joy Sunday company, but this is what came. So, anyway, so those, again, like I said, I think I'm going to switch out the fabric. I think these would look really nice with almost like a sky blue type background, or even a off-white or something rather than just white. So there's those, and then I've been looking for a 12 Days of Christmas pattern, and I'm not sure this is my favorite one. This is my favorite one I've seen so far, but boy, it's involved. It's a Design Works. But I did go ahead and pick this up. I think I also got this on Amazon. So, sorry about the glare. Then I also picked up some of this printed fabric on Amazon too, and looks like it got some, but this I thought was this was kind of a decent deal. I think it was $10 for like 4 different pieces of this, and it's printed like almost like tie-dye, and it is, I think, 14 count Ada. You didn't have very many choices, but I thought it was kind of pretty to get in a kind of a cheap way to get some kind of model looking fabric. So there's a green, a blue, a purple, and a pink. And again, these are printed. So, and I think they're 14 count. So, so I got those. And then what else here? Okay, just a few more. I did get, I have to blame Calico Whimsy for this, but I did get the Mill Hill Buttons and Beads, and this is the Aurora Borealis. And you guys, this one, I debated sending it back because it came out of the package. Like, I mean, I think everything's there. I don't know if these come with needles or not because there wasn't a needle with it, but I think it had everything. But it came like, it didn't come in this bag. I switched it, but it wasn't in the regular Mill Hill packaging. But if you've seen this has glow-in-the-dark beads. She finished this and it was really pretty. So the other thing too is the paper is bent. So it's in the corner, but still, so I was debating on whether or not to send it back because I don't think it was it said it was brand new in the listing, but I don't think it was, clearly. But anyway, so I got that. And then I also got this one. This is also probably a kit from China. Yeah, made in China. Let's see. It's called Waiting Cats. StitchDMC.com. But, and so this, you guys, I got because this reminds me of our litter of kittens. My cats, if you've probably seen them in my videos, if this isn't your first time with me, it was a litter of the mom was a gray tortie, and then all the kittens were this different colors of gray. Now there were 6 kittens in our litter, but I thought this just represented it really well. But you guys, look at the colors. They're not gray. So well, there's a few gray, but there's these kind of different kind of yellowy and taupey and red, red colors. I mean, it doesn't really look like the picture. So I don't know. I might swap out the colors for this one, but anyway, but that reminded me of our litter, so I went ahead and purchased that. Then this is a recent purchase. I wasn't going to get any more winter scenes, but I don't know. I'm in the Christmas mood, and I love the Christmas trees and the way the lights shine in this one. And this one, you guys, I was just perusing Amazon, and it was under $20. So, and the price had gone down fairly, quite a bit. So, and I do love the sky in this one, and the deer family and the reflection and everything. So I got this one. No plans to start it soon, but I did get it kind of for my collection. Sorry about the glare. And then last but not least, I have one more thing to show you, but it's felt related. But I did get, I have to blame, oh my gosh, what is her name? Kitschy Whips. For this one, because you guys, I have for a long time wanted to do a Teresa Winsler dragon, and those are really hard to come by now, and I am not one of those people that will find stock things that are out of print or pay a lot of money for them. There's just so much to stitch that I don't, that's just not my jam. Kudos to you if that's what you love. But I really, really, really wanted a Teresa Winsler dragon, and this book is inexpensive. I think I paid about $10 for it, and it has a Teresa Winsler dragon in it. So it's got a lot of pretty patterns in it, but I was gonna see if, let me pull it out. And this book is secondhand, so I had to kind of wipe it down. It had kind of a weird, it wasn't sticky, but this weird kind of stuff on it. But let's see if I can find the picture of the dragon. Here it is. So that was just my way to get a Teresa Winsler dragon. So, and I do like this pattern. That's a pretty lady, and there's a castle. Not quite as maybe ornate as some of her castles, but I love her dragon faces. So I did go ahead and get that book just because it was affordable and easy to come by. And then last but not least, I did go ahead and get one more Bucilla stocking kit to do. And I'm a cat lady, so I went ahead and got, they have a couple of different cat stockings, but they have a cat wreath that I might get to. But I went ahead and got this stocking to work on maybe once I finish my other one. So I think that's it for me, you guys. I do my stitchy bug's pretty good. My plans, I am gonna